Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with another one. This is Sunday Madness 49, the 49th edition. And yes, it's been an exciting time. You know, I'm going to get this all out of the way. As you can tell, I'm going to put this over here. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff to talk about. What's going on, in the sports world is on fire right now. I've heard about, college football as being interesting, and I don't know who's going to college pro. That's like, you'll see the championship next month because, I think these bowl games is going crazy. Let me see something real quick. Make sure my shit's right. My shit sure is right. It's right. All right. My shit's right. I saw someone in and out. Telling who's in and out. All right. It's been a long week. So, this week, the election, we're going to talk about that, today. And then we're going to also talk about, the next, I will say around Tuesday, and I'll tell you about it, who's winning and who's not. But we'll say like Tuesday is going to be like the runoff. This is the final bid, who's going to win the Senate. But technically, Democrats already won the Senate. So it's basically what you're seeing right now in Georgia. So a lot of Republicans is going against Herschel Walker. So it's a lot of shit to talk about, a lot of shit to talk about. But it's pretty much, what I've been seeing lately and things like that. Now I'm just finishing up Mad Max, and I gotta tell you, this game is so much smash mouth. Man, this game is incredible. Like the counter system ain't one of my favorites. The parries are nice, but they're kind of dumb. So I think this is like a British apocalyptic game because they have British accents. I'm assuming, and this is their version of End of the World. That's how they look at it. I'm not saying that to be bluntly and mechanically, but I'm just saying, like, for my perspective, that's what it looks like. And they trying to say more words than one. So yeah, oil pumps is 7. Okay. Yeah, this game's wow. Yeah, this shit's wild. But it's kind of crazy though. But that's the environmental shit, and shit like that in the game. So it's pretty much, you know, I get my health up because this shit is ridiculous at this point. This hunchback is he's retarded, bro. This motherfucker's retarded. He act like he got all the answers, but he really don't. He's like a fucking mechanic. I see why this game don't have a sequel, but it will get one. They say somewhere around the year or two, but they better hurry up because it's based off the movie too. But Mad Max the movie is probably good, but the game is okay as well. It could have been better, but the combat is what it is. But that's pretty much what you get in so many words. So yeah, I'm going to look at this right now. Oh shit. God damn. This damn storm. And see, that's the downside with this bullshit game right here. Like one of the cons, I mean, these stupid ass environmental bullshit. Like it's unnecessary. Like I see why they use these elements. I get it, but damn. That's why I didn't have a sequel. But it ain't about who's realistic or not, but Damn, that fire is annoying. Yeah, I gotta get my health back. So it's pretty much what you would see and what you get. But in one of those games, it's just like I've tried all year, and I did all the Mafia games on the Xbox. I said, you know what, this is all right. The series is okay, but I prefer the Godfather series. But the Godfather series, I've got the movie. I got the third one. Man, won't let me have the canteen. I say, man, this is a bad spot for shelter. I wasn't gonna seek no shelter for that shit. And it's a broken system. Like, the fuck is going on here? And see, I don't like that. They do this on the wrong time. We expect something, It's 7. Yeah, they do this at the wrong time. That's why I hate these violent storms in the game. It's similar to Red Faction. It has that Red Faction feel, that guerrilla feel. I remember when that game came out in well, it came out in 2009, but I got it in 2010, and that was one of the first games that had destruction in it. And that's what I'm comparing this game to this level. But this is like a British version of our story of going up to so-called space, American story. But in reality, it's like Armageddon. You know, it's actually a poor man's version of what's going to happen. I mean, a lot of stuff's a little accurate, but then you got a lot of inaccuracies that ain't gonna happen. See, they did this around 2015. You got to remember what time period people was in. People was lost then. I was on it. I knew what was going to happen, and malicious ain't gonna do that. That's their theory of what's going to happen. They're not gonna beat this system or anybody. They'll be destroyed because they the ones participate in it. They drunk the cup. It's a lot of violent shit that's gonna happen in the future, and I try to tell y'all, like, just prepare yourselves, and no one really cares. End of the day, people are still distracted as always, and that's just it. Oh damn, I got everything. Well, shit, the violent storm ain't helping me. Okay, so yeah, I got 6 objectives. I got a silly ass achievement. These electrical storms in the game. Let's do. Let's cut the bullshit. I'm gonna let Max do it, and I did it. Damn violent storm, but hey, what's going on? Salute, salute. Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been preaching this shit for years, but it's a combination of a lot of things gonna take place. And man, oh man, it is what it is. So, like a lot of things, I know people say times is hard, and it's been hard. I just unlocked wheel greaser. Oh, I'm just looking at this stuff right now. Already on road warrior on this level. I'm like, what's going on with this shit? But you got a hunchback trying to tell you what's what out here. I'm like, dude, chill, bro. Like you're a hunchback. You're like these niggas on these panels. They're a bunch of hunchbacks, lazy fucks. But that's how I look at it. A great half of the shit. What I unlocked? I'm trying to see what I unlocked. Needs to torch them all. Uh, shot in the dark. No. Now, now. Let me stop acting silly. But you know how it is. People just get caught up. They just shut up. It's a timeout for Tennessee. Or should we call it Hennessy? Let's see. Oh, Packers getting they asked me about the Bears. Oh, the Bears, the Jets, the Jaguars. It's still early. Oh, Philadelphia. Oh, my team's got 21. Yes, the Eagles got 21. The Titans 10. Damn. Woo! It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. It is gonna be a long day. I already know what the Titans' record is. You already know they're 7-4. If they lose this game, they're 7-5. So that's not bad though. You gotta understand that's not bad in AFC. They'll be 7-5. They'll be 8-5. The next game. If they win this game against the Eagles, they're 8-4. That's the thing. The Titans want to stay up, but it's not gonna be easy with Philadelphia. But the Bills is the top team in AFC. So you got the Chiefs and the Bills. They're already in the divisional. And if the Ravens beat all these teams out this year, like that guy predicted on the FS1, he said the first 5 years they're going to the Super Bowl, and it's a possibility. I will see that, but that's a whole nother, spiel on that. But Philadelphia's 10-1 now. If Philadelphia becomes 11-1, that's even better. That's a better team that I've seen in a long time. If Philly keeps doing that, Eagles got it. Cowboys are suspect. They done. They'll lay an egg. And all those 4 teams can go to the playoffs, they say. That's true. You got the 49ers, all the NFC East teams, and then the North, you already know, is the Vikings. So it's basically NFC East teams, the top 4. You do have the 49ers going, but Seahawks ain't going, really. They'll lose a game. I believe 49ers are going and the Vikings going. That's it. The Vikings, 49ers, and then the top 4 of the NFC East teams. The South ain't going nowhere. I know it's early, but you got to see how it looks like. I don't see who's in college football rankings. I'm gonna go in here for a minute. So it's Michigan, Georgia, TC. Okay. So TCU lost yesterday. They lost yesterday, so they still top 3. Ohio State lost the game, but then you got Alabama on the bottom. So TCU is 12-1. Okay. In the top 3, then there's top 4. It's Ohio State, TCU. One of them teams are gonna play each other. It's gonna be an interesting bowl games. But bowl games, I don't really care because I remember I was going for Clemson the last couple of years and watched it in this room. So it's pretty much, but I wasn't really paying attention then. But then 2019 happened, and it's pretty much it. So that was like 3 years ago. 3 years ago, shit, before the pandemic, that was it. Everybody's living their lives and being basic. They thought that was the end of the world, but it's not. It's not. It's not. No, sir. It's not. No, sir, Bob. No, sir. It is not. It is not. It is not. It is not. It is not the end of the world. That's why I say do. But you know how niggas be. They so dumb and stupid, they don't know what the fuck's going on. They don't know what's going on. They only quack. But I found something interesting last night. Basically, last night I was watching some documentaries. I was watching Kim Jong Il and what's his name, Mao Zedong on the Criminals and Crimes channel, right? I had it on my watch latest. I was watching that, and then it let me to watch Pol Pot and that stuff. But we're gonna talk about that in a couple of like 4 to 5 minutes. But yeah, man, I've been watching these documentaries, man. They're very intriguing. They break down certain things. The ones I will not watch, because they probably biased and have those beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Because I did more research about these people for years. But that Tojo guy, we're gonna speak on him, and probably later, midway through the stream, where I give my thoughts on him. But but I gotta step away real quick. I'll be right back I'm gonna go on mute and I'll be right back. So don't y'all worry. All right. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back with it again. So got the little one mic liner, but I got some backup and all this other stuff. So put this right here. Got a lot of shit on the table. A lot of headphones. I got some new ones for my phone. There's some skull candies, and then I got my noise cancellation. I love these, but I ain't gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna find me another pair and use the other ones for something else. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna put this little cord. I ain't gonna go buy her. I'm gonna say that for Tuesday. I'll make that my Tuesday mic, my other mic. Because it's pretty much where I'm headed. Let me see something real quick. Do. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna talk about that shit. We're gonna talk about them dictators and certain ideologies that do exist that reminisce people's heads. And someone said there'll be another Joseph Stalin. I saw that with Tojo. We're gonna speak on him too. But the first but not least, you know, I don't care about UPS. The fuck they sending me shit for? Yeah, let's look at what I looked at last night. All right, I got my music. Okay. Desperate whore. Got a cheeks clapped by an Arab. She ain't go sit down. What I watch? I watched the story of Kim Jong Il and Mao Zedong full documentary. It's on criminals and crime fighters. Y'all watch that on the channel. Y'all can type that in, but that's a good documentary. It breaks down Kim Jong Il, the father of Un, and they also talk about Il Sung, Kim Il Sung, his father, and then the father of Un's grandfather and his father, them three, and it's a dynasty, and they're correct, and they still have that power. And the reason they have that power in that Cold War is because the grandfather through the grandson is ruling that country what it is now, and they still practice totalitarianism. Like I said, totalitarianism slash authoritarian fascism. That's a fascistic country. Now they deemed as communists. That's what they say, right? But which is not true. They're more fascistic than ever. The boy is showing you that. They built that boy up because he went out west and abroad. The other two didn't. The son, Kim's the Jung Il, Jung Il knows Western influence, no military experience. That's how he rose to power. Was brutal, but his son is way brutal than he is. But the dad was mediocre. He was dominant, yes, but he was mediocre. But he built that country because of that warfare, and that's what he did. So the Koreans is doing a lot of damage. They're divided over that shit. Americans don't have a foothold, and they're losing a foothold as we speak. But that's a whole nother story on that. But I'm just saying, but that legacy is going to continue because they're going to keep it that way long term, right? And when I saw that documentary, it's the stuff I already knew. But one thing I understood about Jung Il's brother, he drowned when he was young. He was already crazy, they were saying. I was like, damn. But let's fast forward to Mao Zedong, man. This dude studied Marx, he studied everything, but didn't practice what he was preaching with those philosophies. He just went crazy, let people starve and everything. And that's true. And then it came back to bite him in the ass when he got older in his 80s. That's why China's so fucked up right now. Life is thing. China's bad. China is going to take over the world, which is not. Mao Zedong fucked their military structure up. If you're going to take over the world, you got to have a military. Who fucked that up? Mao Zedong. Why? Because he knew everything in his power to cripple his own country because he didn't give a fuck. Because that stupid ass philosophy shit and that so-called revolution shit. So it's pretty much you're basically seeing what he did a long time ago. When you see that documentary on the tail end of it, he's on the tail end of it. That shit was wild. After I got done watching him, I was watching a little bit of what is it, Pol Pot? I watched a little bit of Pol Pot. Pol Pot was okay. And it explained what he was, and he did die with those diseases in his deathbed. They try to say he was on house arrest. I don't buy that shit. He died on his deathbed. That was it. And then they said evolution of story with Joseph Stalin and Hayaki Tojo. Now, Joseph Stalin, everybody know he died in his room full of urine, they was saying, and he was gone. And the lady had to move the guys out the way. He was dead, and they buried him. But his influence, someone said in the documentary, they said there will be another Joseph Stalin because he did it so well. Yeah, he tortured and did all types of shit to people. He's a socialist. But he did it so well, he got away with it. He got away with it back then because they didn't know what that was. And now there can be a guy like that in this modern society. I do see it. Yeah, it's possible. I won't be surprised. You're seeing it right now with the Ukraine shit. Now Tojo's another beast. He died the way he did during the World War II days. So Tojo was brutal, man. That's what you get for him. But that's Japan. You know, most people don't talk about Japan anymore. It's what it is. So after that, you know, it's pretty much a wrap, man. But yeah, I was watching that, like, you know, instead of the mafia stuff, you know, I look at other things too, like in the history and things like that nature. So if you see things like that, you know it's going about to come out in reppers in epic proportions. But it's pretty much you just see the same thing over and over again. But you know, you understand that most people they just get caught up on the silly stuff and the bullshit, and they just be like, "We're here now," but they're not really expecting anything from it. So, but yeah, but those dictators they just show what people are doing right now. So, as you can tell, it is what it is. So you know how it is goes. You know. My sinus was acting up for a minute. Yeah. When I changed that air filter, my head is like, ugh, it's that gunk. The gunkity gunk. The gunkiness in my head. Mm. Let's see what's going on in the NBA. The NBA, they playing the Wizards, Lake Sexuals. Let me stop talking about it. The Boston Celtics, that's early. The Milwaukee Bucks are good. Oh, they probably won yesterday. Oh, they're 11. Yeah, Lakers are out of there. Lay out of there. Hustle Westbrook. They got to say the Hustle Westbrook style. But, it's pretty much it. I'm just saying what people have already been saying, but then again, yeah, I was looking at those documentaries, man. It's very intriguing what was going on in those places. And people have died left and right. It's just like I talked about Papa Doc last week on Thursday. Man, that shit was wild, man. When I saw Mao Zedong's on the tail end of Kim Jong Il, that's a whole nother story. But Il died when I was like in my early 20s. I was like 23. I was at the height of coming into my own. That's usually where it is. Once you're at that age, you keep flourishing. But in my 20s, I cherished it. I cherished everything what I did in my 20s and appreciate what was going on then. But yeah, I remember him. I remember him. That boy didn't come into power till later. He was recent. A lot of people don't know he's recent. That's why he was. And when I saw him taking that spot, he was recent. He was a successor to him. That's basically what it was. But that's just what it is. So what you see right now, I had to get my sinus in order. And that's what you see right now. But when I was looking at those guys, man, those documentaries were intriguing, man. Like the way they did their shit was crazy. But North Korea was a good one. And then let's talk about the Mao Zedong one, man. This dude, I don't see how he made those people starve like that and then just beat them and torture them to death. But he let someone else did it. Some of the Stalin, and that shit's wild, man. But that just shows you what they're gonna put out. But when I told you about Papa Doc, he didn't give a fuck. He was like an autocratic type. And I said this last week, and then I said this week that channel is good too. It's a lot of good ones I've seen. You know, like it's the last time I saw documentaries. I think it was like 2019. I was into that shit. People doing that type of content. That shit's like long gone almost. You can't hardly say anything about anybody. after that happened to them. You know, especially what's going on today. But one of them said there will be another Joseph Stalin. Now I can test that so-called theory, but it's not even a theory. It's a possibility. If they go in that way, yeah, you still got people that believe like Stalinists, they would call them, and they were saying that in the documentary. See, those people were itching to talk bad about him. Oh, I hate Stalin because he did this and that, and they ain't gonna do shit about it. And you still fucking with his philosophies, and certain people that believe that. There's people that believe that. They don't believe in everybody else, but they believe in that. And that's just how I look at it. But but people gotta realize at those time periods, it's nothing people can do about it because there was no internet to control them. There was no sanctions. No one gave a shit. I mean, there was a few sanctions, but not to the level what do we see now in publicly. The 21st century is a dangerous era, one of the dangerous eras of all time. So it, anything can happen. The 20th century has taught us that things repeat itself, but it's inevitable. People ain't forgot what the 20th century was. Hell, that's the future. You know what's going to happen. And that's part of the future that what we're seeing now. But you got people just still buy these dictators knowledge, and even though our people gets into the idolatry stuff, they view him as a god, a demigod. That still exists. America won't admit that they got a problem because they're the fourth Reich. Oops. We said that last year. Oops. And that's how I look at it in so many words. But that Tojo guy, man, he was ruthless too. And man, but that's the stuff that you gotta live through. But the 2021 is gonna be doubles that to the amount. So again, it's just gonna be what it is. So I'm not really surprised what's gonna happen. All this stuff is coming out, but try not to doze off. So I should have had some caffeine. I wouldn't have no issue. My brain be fully wired and shit. And that's how it looks like for me. But you gotta look at what's going on. So and that's how it is. But I'll see what's on my community wall. But speaking of bullshit and craziness, I saw Ye on AJ's show, aka Alex Jones' show, and I said to myself, I'm not surprised. He always had that philosophy thinking like them. I've always questioned that. And that's how I look at it. But people just get caught up on the moment. But then again, you just got to understand people just going to have their moments. In reality, they just are what they are. But then again, you just expect much to people just coming through and then that's it. Oh, man. I don't want to play nothing because I got something playing in the background. But, that's just pretty much that I was talking. And then, people get caught up on the things. But yeah, it's just one of those things that I feel dictatorship does exist in some form. And I talk about this a lot on my channel, and I talk about those type of guys. They just gonna do some damage, you know, and that's what they're made to do. They're there for a reason. That's why Pol Pot and all them guys is gone. So it's not much any left whatsoever. But then again, you know, people just still get caught up on the madness and be like, hey, but you know, that's how I'm gonna look at it right now. So damn. Got everything I needed. Let me get the fuck up out of here. But yeah, you know, people's on that type of time, the end of the end times, end of the world, start crying and be like, is there anybody gonna save us? But you know, that's the type of shit that you deal with. And people get fucked up around here and expect people a handout. But it don't work that way. It don't work that way. Let me see something real quick. But you know, that's just how when people get petty about stuff and they understand that the world doesn't own any damn thing, but it is what it is. But people get caught up with their emotions. They just like, what are they gonna do with us now? I know what they're gonna do with you now. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. It's called Signs of the Love. Let me stop. Ain't crazy. But it's just like what I'm saying. But you got people just like so gullible and understand that, you know, this stuff can happen to anybody. But you know, and I reading everybody's comments about these dictators, and I'm like, look, y'all ain't gonna do shit. Y'all whiny little bitches ain't gonna do shit. Y'all better be glad they exist. Y'all move on with them. And I didn't move on along with them. So it's pretty much the same old saying with me. That's how I'm gonna look at it. I ain't trying to doze up on here. You see what's going to happen. You know, I've been playing this like all last week. Michael minimize it in Tuesdays and other places. These goddamn canyons are annoying. Yeah. My shit's fully maxed and, you know, my brain's getting loopy. I don't know, y'all. I may open it up. I may talk to y'all from the thing. But you know what? I'll speak my mind on what Tampa asked me last week, and I don't. I'll make it, but I have to be concrete with the stream. See how much time constraints I got. Got my foot tangled there. But it's pretty much like I see all the dictators is going to be who they are. So, and when people get caught up in the emotions, you don't understand. Most people was forced to die anyway. They was going to die anyway. Wasn't no mistake about that. There was no secrecy. You know, people knew, saw the results, and there they are. But you see what you get. But Mahogany, man, she's been on fire. I mean, she's knocking shit down. Shouts out to her though. But yeah, she had to put that JL clown in her place. And this dude stayed thirsty for attention. See, he had Cool Dempy and all them boys acting crazy, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna get into it with people and they just act crazy. But it is what it is. People just gotta stay calm and be ready. You see a lot of things, but you know, people get caught up. But yeah, let's see what's going on in here. Brain is acting up. Yeah. Okay, okay, we got it. We got it under control. We got it under control. But yeah, we see this stuff all the time, and you be like, okay, this stuff is wild. People doing wild stuff, and then there we are. But you know, Mahogany, she apparently she said she was nicer, but she said she admit that they make mistakes. But man, it's not the same nigga was celebrating th MC, the so-called clique and goddesses, and that shit didn't even last. That shit's dead, man. I was around when that shit was happening. And that's just what it is. But it's a lot of bullshit been lately, you know, because I stopped fucking with a lot of people. I was fucking with some people offline, and we know about the shit went down. But after that, you know, there was a fallout. So let's just keep it real. I'll speak on it why I don't do panels no more. And you got a lot of bitch ass niggas that's fake on here. I ain't gonna mention no names, but they know who the fuck they are. That's why I don't fuck with them. I don't speak to them. You know what I mean? We keep our distance. I said we'll say something in passing, but if he don't agree with me, fuck him and fuck the rest of these niggas on the internet. That's how I gotta treat this shit. There's a lot of bitch ass niggas on the internet I don't fuck with, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. If people ask me why I don't do that, I don't fuck with bitch ass niggas, bro. And that goes to anybody that don't like me or anybody else. That's anybody. That goes to these fake motherfuckers that be on these panels and ain't about shit. That's why these hoes laughing at you bitch ass niggas 24/7. I be watching other people's content and what they say about you is hilarious. Don't get me started. I got screenshots too, nigga. And I don't mean nothing. You niggas is fake, bro. Y'all be destroyed. I don't need a roast. I just talk shit and I'll destroy you with facts. Cause I got certain screenshots that niggas don't want to hear. Don't try me. Just challenge the fucking evidence and get the fuck out of my face. And you gotta treat these niggas like dog shit sometimes because most of them ain't shit no way. They ain't got a pot to piss in and they say they got a business. Nigga, you ain't got no fucking business. If you ain't got no branding outside of YouTube, you ain't doing shit. Period. I'm just telling it like it is. And shouts out to Gully TV for saying that. He said, yeah, it's a fucking video upload sharing site. That's all YouTube is. There ain't nothing great about it. Take all the glitz and glamour away from it. Most people take you serious, you know. I mean, they won't take you serious with the bullshit, but most people take you serious if you're doing real things. And I don't brag and show and prove my family because that's another form of docs and all that. I ain't got time for all that. And that's how I look at it. But yeah, these niggas, they kill me talking all this bullshit. Expect something in return. But these niggas are so fake on here and they ain't funny. And I cut a lot of things out this year. And it's gonna be some adjustments this coming up next year, and you gonna see it. I'll come back when I stream. It's gonna be the Thursday shows. With the Sunday shows, that's gonna be it. That's pretty much it for where I'm standing and heading. But like I said, that's why I don't do them. Certain individuals I have an issue with, and I'm not gonna address them. Fuck them. They better address me on my shit. I can have the advantage. I'm not trying to get jumped and argue. I ain't doing all that back and forth. That's what you weak ass niggas do. Men don't do that. Y'all claim you men, but you're not. Like, I don't want to hear your side of the story. We ain't doing that. We're doing it on a public platform. I'll air your asses out. Simple as that. So miss me with that. They talk all this bullshit. I dare someone to talk shit about me. The certain individuals I'm talking about. Because you niggas ain't shit. Without me, y'all nothing. That's a fact. I just want a little respect, but that's cool. But if you don't respect me, fuck you and fuck your respect. And that's why I tell these niggas here. I don't respect niggas that's so fake on here. I'm sorry. I will not tolerate that. You know what I mean? Because I can tolerate a lot of fake motherfuckers that's honest, but if you're fake and be sneaky, I can't fuck with y'all. I just can't. Because when I see how sorry this shit is, man, you niggas are pathetic. And this is why hoes are gonna laugh at you niggas, man. Like I don't take the so-called mansper shit. And shouts out to Sly, Super Fly Sly, exposing you niggas like in trans. They always like trans. They always like the same sexuals, man, because these dudes is hypocrites. This is 95% of people on YouTube is pro them. That's why I don't fuck with a lot of niggas. Prime motherfucker I cannot stand is Mr. Fittinelli, aka Mr. Fantastic's bitch ass. And shout to Ty City exposed him. Yeah, he's one of them. It's a lot of them. It ain't just niggas that go today. It's the average nigga that in these so-called space be defending that bullshit. That's why they ain't shit. That's why Taz call y'all pedophiles, which is some truth to that. Don't be surprised they're amongst in your fucking chat room in your fucking so-called back chats off-air conversations. Let's keep it fucking real. You niggas ain't shit, man. Y'all ain't did shit since I've been back since 2020, and prior to that, y'all ain't did shit then in that span. That's all y'all talk about, but y'all ain't got nothing. I see other YouTubers got y'all size of channels doing great, and they're trying to get up to 1 million. I ain't trying to get 1 million because I already know what my content is and where it stands for. But you niggas talk about bullshit, man. Ain't nobody listen to that shit, and I'm glad I cut that shit off. That's the smartest thing I've ever fucking did in the whole internet. So again, like I watch other things to keep my mind stimulated, but not this bullshit that they be on panels and shit. Cause y'all ain't talking about shit. Y'all talking about the same shit I done heard decades and prior. Like you niggas are slow, man. Stupid as fuck. And then you wonder why niggas is faltering. And you got this bitch ass nigga so-called angry man known as mild manner fuck. That's what he is. Fuck him and his subscribers, bro. That nut ride him too hard. I'm just telling it like it is. I don't fuck with bitch ass niggas that's been fake for years, and I already been calling this shit out for years. And you got bitch ass niggas think they're tough, and they're not tough in real life. They ain't about that. The last thing I know that was tough online was Black Pride and a few other people that I know, and I've seen their content. I can tell they tell those stories. They live by what they say. You can tell they don't show their face and brag like that. You niggas, um, you niggas like tell on yourselves. All that flash don't mean shit. Y'all gotta stop with the bullshit, man. Like that shit is pathetic, man. Like that's why I don't like these certain spaces because y'all some bitch ass niggas. Shouts out to George Maker for that. They all hoe ass niggas, bro. 95% of them, and then you can tell who's following who, and that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel. That's why I say fuck The so-called manosphere. It's dead. Y'all need to get off that shit. None but bitch ass niggas in the so-called sphere. And shouts out Ty City Ramil. And I've been telling them that since last year. I peeped this shit in 2020 and I lost respect for y'all then. I was just fucking with y'all and trolling y'all last year and just did my shit and did the fuck what I did and moved on. But the rest of you niggas is fake, bro. I'm gonna say it right now. Yeah, this is Sunday Madness. We air shit out over here. I got screenshots for days and you niggas ain't gonna do shit about it. So don't fuck with me and don't play with me, don't try me. Cause y'all ain't about that shit. Go on and hate. Cause I don't give a shit. Cause you niggas been fake since day one. So I already know what y'all's intention was. So I'm just gonna flip the script and just blow your brains out on the street. I ain't got time for this shit. All y'all niggas deserve caskets. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's how I personally feel. That's how I personally feel. But I don't feel sorry for no weak ass thing on the internet. Or the ones out here that I'm living amongst them. Like them niggas ain't shit either. They belong in the caskets. Any nigga dies from drug music, I'm laughing. I don't give a fuck. I don't even gonna report on it. I'm gonna stop doing shit that I don't even care nothing about. But if you keep doing bullshit, you get bullshit results. But speaking of Charleston White, he checked Tasha K trying to say he's an industry plant. He's not an industry plant. That nigga just running his mouth on the internet. They just bar him just like anybody else. Anybody with a original thought that's pro right wing, they're gonna look at you sideways. I hardly ever post things what I used to now. You can't say what you want on here. This site is going by. It's going to perish. If someone buys it, it's a wrap for certain people. It's a possibility a billionaire can buy it or buy Google One. It's a possibility, not no multiple heads buying it. That's how corporation works. You can do that in a corporation level and every other level. You can't do that in politics, they say. Oh, it's possible. That's the question. And that's how I'm gonna look at it. But I was looking at it and I was pondering what Tampa said, and the reason I don't do it, it's a lot of bitch ass niggas on the internet, bro. I just ain't got time to argue with old, decrepit motherfuckers that's 40 plus my age. They hoe ass niggas in real life deserve to be in the casket. That's how I feel. Don't quote me on that, but I stand on that shit. I stand on that disrespect. Fuck anybody else. I'm on that type of time all the time. Even when I was doing that villain shit, a certain individual act like a hoe off another website, but we ain't gonna get into that. Fuck him and fuck the rest of them niggas. And that's how I feel about it because these niggas ain't gonna do shit. Like I said, if you're gonna challenge niggas and troll niggas, do it official like I do, but don't be fake on here. This ain't no brotherhood. If you say it wasn't no brotherhood, it ain't no brotherhood. It's fake, bro. I expected some brotherhood, but not like, you know what I mean? But y'all act like it's some brotherhood shit, but you niggas is fake. I thought it wasn't. But don't get me started. I helped made that group for that clown ass motherfucker. But that's a whole nother spiel, because y'all niggas don't know that. But I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. That nigga's fake. If anybody say anything about that nigga, I don't give a fuck about that nigga, whoever. What's going on, Eric Black? But yeah, it's a lot of bitch ass niggas in the so-called master spaces. I don't fuck with no more, and that's the majority. No, I'm in GA because these bitch ass niggas, they think they're gangsters on here, but they're really hoe ass niggas in real life. And I can name names. I will air these niggas out, and they ain't really about that. And the people that from where they from is do not fuck with them like that. See, if you go to places where they from, they don't fuck with them like that in real life. See, I don't have to say that, but I can say that because these niggas ain't built like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't about saying outside, nigga. I don't see you outside fucking with them because they know y'all sell out bitch ass niggas because they don't fuck with y'all like that. Okay? It's certain niggas fuck with me back home and here too that I used to work in certain places. So they know me. See, I don't have to brag about that. Like, who cares? Your friends are bitch ass niggas too. Since day one. They ain't did shit. Maybe one thing they did great. I'll wait. But you got a lot of weak motherfuckers on the internet think they tough, but they hoes in real life until someone knock their brains loose. Down here, you get body slammed and be in a casket all day. They don't give a fuck about none of you niggas because y'all some hoe ass niggas. Y'all can't do shit about yourself. You can't beat the bitch in the court system. You're cowards. And several men have done beat the court system, but it took some time and years and they won. They don't be bitching and complaining like fucking whores on a goddamn internet. See, hoes do that shit on the internet. I understand when they do a podcast and they scream and yell. That's entertainment. America likes this shit, no matter if they black or Italian, whatever. I don't care if she's a Jewish woman or Edomite woman, right? They're gonna do what they're gonna do. But as soon as the dudes say something, and when I look at the so-called the original one, yeah, we had issues and we did our shit. We did all that shit. But you got a lot of bitch ass niggas from my perspective, what I'm seeing from 2020 into now. You always had it way back then. It's just gotten worse when I started doing panels, like I think it was 2020, and then I started doing more and more. And then what pisses me off, like, shouts out to Tampa for telling me why I don't do it. Because you got a lot of bitch ass niggas. I was listening to their bullshit conversations from left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. And in 2021, when I started doing my own shit, same bullshit. Like, sometimes that shit is stale. And I watch certain content, and I did some spring cleaning last year and this year. And it's good because you got to clean up your subscription. And I add some subscriptions to content creators I do like that has more subscribers than me, and they on some other shit. But yeah, but you got a lot of bitch ass niggas on the internet. And that's how I feel about it. I don't care if no one likes it or dislike it. I don't give a fuck because you niggas ain't gonna do shit about it. You act like hoes, and this is why hoes be laughing, bro. Like, they do what the fuck they gonna do. Like, stop bitching and complaining about them. They know you ain't shit. Y'all ain't amounting to shit. You're narcissistic, and y'all ain't gonna do shit about it. And this is why the legendary Wacker World was saying this last year. And I agree with him. Yeah, it's worse, man. Like, these niggas been hoes for years. I ain't talking the ones I'm cool with. It's just the majority I've seen that's on panels. They act like bitch ass niggas, bro. And they talk all this gangster shit. You niggas is hoes in real life. And I can tell because y'all ain't no street dudes like that. And Tito has a good point. I don't fuck with Tito, even though he's a pedophile or whatever or child molester. I don't give a fuck about that nigga, but at least he has a point. Nigga has a point. He said most of you niggas is fake, and he fuck with that white man's paper system. I don't. He does because he got caught. Niggas ain't doing shit. I mean, it's just what it is, man. I just call how I see it, man. If I see bullshit, I'm tired, bro. Like, you get to a certain level and a certain point, especially on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for years. Niggas get on my fucking nerves with this shit. And I said this last year. These niggas ain't built like that. Like, keep that hood shit off the internet, bro. Like, y'all ain't built like that. Y'all a bunch of square bitch ass niggas, man. So don't underestimate me. I grew up around hood people, and I had a chance to be one of that, but I chose not to. That's a choice. I had options. But you got a lot of bitch ass niggas on the internet think they're tough, and they're not tough. There's no such thing as an internet gangster. You just a bitch ass nigga to run your mouth from the hood. Just happen to know certain people, but you're not one of them niggas. Internet gangsters do not exist. I'm sorry, it's not realistic. True gangsters do not run their mouths on the internet. They do their thing. Now they use the internet as an advertisement thing. They use it as a tool, but they're not. But there's no such thing as an internet gangster. And whoever says that shit, you got it for some bitch ass so-called white person that said it. He says internet gangster. Niggas don't need to use that in their vocabulary saying that because you don't know what that is. Only white people say that. Black people should never say that because They think we're all gangsters, and that's not true. Most black folks are not like that. But the ones that pretend to be and used to be, you're reformed, nigga. Stop living in the past. No one gives a fuck about you. And if niggas you with are hoes too, ain't doing nothing but broken, ain't got no damn job. Being fucking pawns. Like, I'm so sick and tired of the bullshit that's on the internet. Like, and that's the one reason why I will do a stream on that. Why I don't like all the fakeness. And that's just how that's how I'm gonna see it. I might have to make a special stream on that day. It's gonna be a stream. I ain't gonna surprise y'all. I'm gonna write some shit down. And it's just like that tough guy shit. It's not really, y'all ain't about it, man. I talk shit and joke and throw shots. You know, that's what I do when I throw subliminals at certain people I'm going at. But when it comes to certain niggas, I be listening on panels. Like, I peeped this last year because I want to get this off my chest because I said this last year on certain panels, certain individuals' panels. He had like a podcast and whatever. You know, he knows who I'm talking to. But you got a lot of fake niggas on the panel, bro. Talk all this gangster shit, but y'all ain't shit. Then you got another bitch ass nigga using New Orleans slang. And he's from the Bay Area, but using New Orleans slang. When the fuck a Bay Area bitch ass nigga, a fake pimp at that, using New Orleans slang, and that's not Bay Area slang, by the way. He said, "You understand me? That's New Orleans slang, you bitch ass nigga. That's Southern slang. That's they shit. Get your own shit, you bitch ass nigga. And that's not even your shit." I peeped that when I was listening to Soldier Slam that I used to like back in the day and before his death and all that stuff. I remember he was gonna be the next big thing. It was like 2003 when he passed. He passed away when I was 15. I knew a classmate named Ron S. Harris. He was a year older than I am. He said he used to love Magnolia Slim. So I'm saying, like, shit like that, man. Like shit like that just I don't know. I don't know. But niggas they kill me with this bullshit. And I just had to get this out of the rest of the half of the stream because I was talking about some documentaries I've seen and they were pretty good, you know, talking about Jung Il and what's his name? Mao Zedong, and talk about his father and things like that. But Mao Zedong, they talked about his revolutionary side that he fucked up and did not care about. So it's pretty much the same, you know. But you got a lot of fuck niggas, man. Like, but shouts out to Tampa for trying to tell me that, yeah, you just got bitch ass niggas in the internet, man. Like, it's always been this way. I peeped this shit since 2 years ago, and prior to that, I've been seeing it. And I knew it was gonna be bad because niggas is soft, man. Like, they talk all this shit, talk all this, you know, gangster shit, but they ain't really about that. Like, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. Last time I checked, niggas so soft on here, they talk way out of their ass and thinking I'm bad. Like, no, niggas, y'all fake. Y'all the fakest niggas on the planet. Y'all the ones is fake on panels and shit. And that's why people don't fuck with y'all. See, I don't care who don't fuck with me or not. I don't give a fuck. That's the beautiful thing about me. I don't give a fuck. Cause I will throw shots at weak niggas and I don't have to do all that extra shit. I don't have to do all that. I just don't get no support. YouTube is a bitch ass site for bitch ass niggas that took over. That's all it is. If they eliminate y'all asses, I'm good. I could talk about something else and then put things in there, you know. But you can't hardly ever say nothing on YouTube because YouTube's dying anyway. There's other websites suppressing this shit, surpassing this shit. And it's going to happen because nobody gives a fuck. Their policies are trash. That's why I say fuck their monetization. I stand on that disrespect. That shit's gonna change, bro. The people make your content sometimes. Not all the time, but they do make your content. If you're genuine, you ain't gonna lie, you ain't trying to con nobody with no money, you good. I just never been one of those channels to promote that. I'm not one of those channels, bro. I came here with no money and I'm gonna come where out with it. This ain't lucrative. These sites rip you off to the day you start something. If you have your own website and all the other shit, that's cool. But 9 to 10, you still got to pay their little bullshit fee. It's damn if you do, damn if you don't. But you gotta understand that's how the world works. But you got people come up here and just clown on certain people like myself or whoever. I just don't give a fuck. Like you niggas ain't my priority. Like when I think about this shit or so called it's no such thing as YouTube streaks because you niggas talking about the bullshit. But it's a lot of fake motherfuckers, man. Like I can name names, but I ain't gonna mention them because I ain't trying to give them no shine. They don't deserve it because there ain't nobody fucking with them like that. Let's just keep it 1,000, bro. It's a lot of fake motherfuckers in these so-called mainstream spaces. He said, "Did Deion Sanders proves HBCUs are trash? White man's ice." He already know HBCUs are trash. They got good schools, but their sports teams is trash. I agree, and there's a reason for that. White man deals with entertainment. He don't deal with intellectual property. That's how I get down. But you got a lot of fuck niggas in these so-called spaces thinking they're for manhood, but they don't represent it. Like, miss me with that. Last nigga I've said it's all you niggas, man. Like to the fullest. I've seen better content creators, but y'all don't represent no manhood. Stop it. The only one I can say that's not a part of these spaces, he has his own thing, is fucking what's his name? George Bacon. Show his kids and everything else. I respect that. It's not that many dudes talking like that. Like y'all can act like there's plenty of people talking like that. They're not speaking on that. They're not speaking on the truth. Not to a certain level like that. No, they over there bullshitting. So you gotta understand, it's a lot of fake motherfuckers want attention, but they just don't know when to shut the fuck up and sit down somewhere. Cause all they gonna do is bitch and moan about the same shit all over and over again. It's like a religion. I told you about that PPT shit. That shit don't work, bro. Sit your ass down. And that's just how I see it, man. Like niggas want to get mad about the shit. Deal with it. Deal with the bullshit that I'm saying, because Sly said something very important. And I saw this yesterday, and he was talking about the trans community, the T community. And he said the so-called dating coaches love those guys, which they do. I might have to make it's going relevance what I'm saying, why I don't participate in no panel discussion or anything else. I did that for 2 years and it was draining. When I did my own thing, when I hosted the panel, it was good. It was draining too. And most times I fell asleep on half of the shit. You can watch my old streams, what I used to do. Was talking about that and moving from another angle. Until drama hits, niggas want to act crazy and get emotional. I'd have kicked them off. But say at the time, I was new to it and understanding the feel of it. But once I got a little power and understand, I can say what the fuck I want to say. But it is what it is. But a lot of people, they just gonna get mad. What I'm gonna say, regardless, they're gonna try to find fault and stuff, and they ain't got the fault they damn. So they got more faults than I do. Only fault that I have is I try too much, and to be honest, I don't give a fuck. To be honest with y'all, I really don't, because most of you niggas cannot hang what I used to do on this YouTube shit for years, and I was the first nigga that did it. I'm transcending, nigga. Like you niggas ain't built like that. Y'all some bitch ass niggas, man. Like, don't tell me about no manhood. I understand what manhood is. If I have kids, that's like a third of a manhood. The first two, you supposed to know for yourself. See, I don't preach that manhood shit. I live by what I say. It just takes me time to see my going. Let me see this shit. That's some interesting shit. But you got niggas talking all this bullshit and talk about they on some other shit, man. Y'all niggas is hoes, bro. I said it, and I will continue to throw shots at niggas that don't like my ass. Like it's just what it is. I'm not gonna stand for it. I wish they would come here and confront this. I mean, they can't. Like I said, they proved my point. How fake they are proves my point. Like I've been saying this. I've been saying this. It's a lot of fake motherfuckers on the internet. They just want to deny the fact. And Slide just challenging. Y'all like trans women. You like trans people. And he's been saying it for the longest. And shouts out to him, like, for doing that. And I saw that clip that he did. He said everybody get it again. Get it again. I get what he's saying, but he did what he did. Like, y'all gotta understand, Slide's on to something, and people don't want to talk about it. They ain't going to talk about it because they defend it. They support it. That's why this space, that so-called space that y'all talking about, has been dead for years. I peeped this shit last year. I peeped this 2 years ago. It's been dead then, and niggas don't want change. Because when you get on these panels, you understand that most of these niggas is fake anyway. They're not about that. They're not about those changes. They're not about fixing the shit, so-called community. And shouts out to George for saying it, because they're fuck niggas. They're the same fuck niggas who will tell on you, and then there it is. You can't have none. I remember this 10 years ago. We had something going for us brothers, and he stabbed me in the back, and I had to cut that motherfucker off. I do this shit, man. Like, I'm familiar with these low views and all this other bullshit because YouTube is broken. I'm already shadow banned for what it is. That's why this shit's going down the drain. If I go on another website, my views will be higher than this. People listen to me. Takes a minute. But you got a lot of bitch ass people that are, followers. They're narcissistic and they're idiots. I don't fuck with them. They pick and choose who they want to listen. I'm sick of that shit. You know one thing I hate about this site? They pick and choose who the fuck they listen to, but they're the fakest motherfuckers in real life. Like, I hate fake people and I hate narcissistic bitch ass people. That's why I hate. I'm gonna say that shit in a live stream. I'm gonna show you how raw I'm gonna get, especially when I'm cammed up outside. Like, it's a lot of bitch ass niggas that are so narcissistic and they can't. I hate inflated extreme egos. I fucking hate that shit. That goes for both genders because if you want to talk about it, y'all both have that mindset. And I hate when a person think they always right. And I hate motherfuckers like that. That makes you want to put you in a casket for that in real life. If this wasn't on YouTube shit, y'all be in the casket by now. But you niggas ain't built like that. Like, I don't like motherfuckers like that. I got enough of that shit dealing with it with certain family members. But damn, but it just shows you I can't deal with bitch ass people, bro. And this is for Tampa for asking why I don't do panels. Well, there's your answer. Like, these niggas is fake, bro. Like, you do this for a long time. If you start doing content, you doing certain things, live stream, whatever, or pre-records, you're gonna get tired of this shit after a while. I mean, it's fun now, but you're gonna realize these niggas ain't gonna do shit. They ain't gonna change. They're worse than these drill rappers they talking about. They know different than they bitch asses and these athletes, and they do what the fuck they gonna do. But none of you niggas ain't doing nothing to help your situation. That's all I'm saying. Because you got a lot of niggas talk a whole lot of shit on the internet. And I seen this last year on several panels. I've seen several. Even the screenshots I talked bad about people on Ramil's panel, but I call it the LBM Coliseum just to fuck around with him. And he saw the shit. He got tired, and Ty City got tired, and that's why they went underground. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. And people get tired over time. But once people understand where I'm coming from, I just don't deal with fake bullshit, man. Like, I did what I did, and I still have a platform. I may not have a lot of views, and that's cool. I get them over time on the playback, but you got a lot of fake motherfuckers on here, bro. No matter what website you choose to join, most of them ain't shit. I learned my lesson now. I learned that this year, and I learned it 10 years ago, and it repeats itself every time. And it never fails. Why? Because I'm consistent. I'm too honest. I'm too realistic. That's what it is. So they talk about all this bullshit. I ain't listening to that bullshit they be talking. Fuck them. I'll tell you how sorry my generation is and my cousin's generation, my father's generation is. Most of them are bitch ass niggas. The people that's real, they're in the penitentiary, they're in the ground. Most of them didn't live to be my age or somewhat, and then some of them are not on this internet shit and try to have a proper family and try to survive off this shit. Those are the real ones. You don't see them a lot, but the ones that are hoe ass niggas of minds and above, they're the problem. I'm for the younger generation to learn some of the stuff I've been teaching, preaching certain things, and speak to existence and certain things. Like, and then, and if they in states like where I'm from, you would understand what I'm talking about. But you got to look at it from that eye. So again, Atlanta is just one part of the world, but you always had same sexuals or gays down here. You always had that in Georgia. This ain't Atlanta. It's a Georgia thing. There was a guy try to hit on me back in '09 in local space, but I turned him down. I didn't roll that way. But he did not like the city of Atlanta. So there you go. But that's a small story. I'm not gonna get into that. But that's that website. I still have it, but I can't even access to it right now because they done fucked my shit up. So I'm through with that shit. But it is what it is. But you got a lot of fuck niggas on the internet. They just talk a whole lot of shit. I don't even spew about, right? And that's how I look at it. But shouts out to Ty and Ramil. But again, they said what they said about you niggas. Been saying it for the longest. And the reason I don't want to address it, I'm glad I didn't address it for the last couple of streams, and I had my moments. I just had to feel a certain way, but I had to get raw and get witty with it, right? And ain't nobody scared of no damn panels. I just don't participate. I just don't feel like it because it's nothing to talk about. Unless it's a good conversation between certain individuals, that's good. But niggas want to get emotional, and that's how they be, man. I ain't got time for that shit. I don't have time for that shit. Like, I really don't. I'm too old for that shit. I don't mind being petty, but I'm petty to say fuck how fake you niggas is. I'm selective petty. I'm cerebral petty on my shit. But I don't have to be petty all the time. I don't have to have petty emotions to survive. No. I can be emotionless too and be mean and be an asshole. You don't want that. See, y'all don't want that me. Because if you really was dealing with me, you would understand I don't give a fuck. But you niggas has been fake since day one. Like I've been peeping things. Like I don't get mad. I just get even, nigga. Always get even at the end. Niggas need to cut that bullshit. Ain't nobody listening to y'all. Ain't nobody listening to y'all like that. The same niggas bitch and complain about females all day are the same ones that ain't got no life and no structure, no rudiments about himself. Like we gotta understand something here. A lot of niggas think they can do what I do and basically, oh man, the Eagles is killing the Titans, man. That ain't no game. Shit. Shouts out to the Eagles. My team right there. I fucks with them. But you got a lot of fake motherfuckers on the internet, bro. Like I'm just gonna address it, and people ask me why I address it. I'm talking about any nigga that I mess with, I was cool with, they fake as hell. Period to me from now on, and it's been like this. And that's just what it is. But most of these dudes, they get like that. But I ain't getting emotional about it. I just don't give a fuck. Like I told y'all, like when I start doing this, and especially in 2021, I stand on what I said. Like there's a lot of niggas that had an issue with me. They was cool. They thought I was gonna be like a guest on the show. I'm not one of those niggas, bro. I'm a content creator first. Like I've done content, people just don't appreciate it, and that's fine. That's fine. And this ain't got nothing to do with no who's this and that. The manosphere is fucking dead. The Fed's been watching y'all for probably, I would say, about 9 to 8 years. They've been on y'all's heads. When the so-called One West bullshit on the internet and offline or wherever, and these offshoot bitch ass things that are what you call it, I won't call them Christians, serving to the Jesuit order type nonsense. These motherfuckers ruin our shit. I remember 10 years ago I lost my first channel over that bullshit. but most of them were CIA agents harming my channel. Lost that shit. Had to build this one to combat this shit, and had to find a way to talk to another way. But I still get my message out. But here's the thing: I'm always aware of who I have on my shit, so I have to use subliminals to move different. Have to. Yeah, I'm the most feared and hated when the truth comes out. They had a top 10 list. They had a list of us. Hell, I was in the top 3. They wanted my ass gone. The shit I was saying. And I was a small channel. You got to understand, I was smaller than this channel. This sounds small, but it ain't small as the one I had. I had the smallest. It had like 100, I think it's like 135 something subscribers. I had like 100 and something, 120, excuse me, 128. That was my old channel. It could be bigger than that. But this is years ago. This is like 10 years ago. But now this grew when I stopped caring about content. That shit flourished. That's what happened. But you got people been so brainwashed and then understanding that I don't give a fuck moments. There we are. So, you know what I mean? That's how I'm going to look at it. You know? That's what people don't understand. Yeah, because you got to look at the big picture. Let me see something real quick. I'm talking to something different. Y'all give me a second. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna hold something in my hand, lean back a little bit, stretch my legs a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I already know it's around. Quiet is kept. Certain families are still around. Some of the old families that y'all think the feds are knocked off, they still around. They in those restaurants. I ain't gonna mention no restaurants names in Georgia, but they around. I have a good idea. I won't be surprised because I remember I used to work in a dealership. There was them. They had certain cars. I know they around. Some wise guy was trying to challenge me some shit, but it didn't work. I didn't care for him like that. I didn't care about his darn whatever. But he was being watched by that dealership because they got, police up there too watching that shit as well in the military. So the dealership I used to work at is controlled by a corporation. They watch guys like that. So yeah, I mean, the cultural notice has been here. I mean, if you want to go to Sicily, they still active. Most Sicilians actually run this shit. They're the biggest. What's his name? Michael Francis broke that down. He said they're still the biggest today. They just don't be here like that. I mean, they know they got people over here. They just don't go crazy because terrorism and shit. They look at everybody, but us, our people, we get targeted all the time. But you got a lot of fake dudes on the internet thinking but they're not G's, man. They can't speak on that. The only person I can say they could speak on is Michael and a few other people that done lived through it. They don't want to be that channel, but you got channels like that, but they don't promote their violence what they used to. They keep it under wraps. They don't brag about it like that. The ones that brag about it are fake. Because the more I seen this like 10 years ago in prior, they was doing this like the Wild Wild West YouTube. But when the real ones came through and actually told the real jewels, they start rolling and folding the whole time. So it just shows you got this problem on the internet, especially this sorry website that we call YouTube and others. It's the same disease I've seen all the time. But yeah, man, like this shit, like the documents I've been seeing and the ones I've been seeing for like 3 years ago, they haven't changed. They're still good. It's just the people that follow these people, the ones that in the entertainment and all that stuff, they've been fake for years, man. Like a lot of these dudes are fake. They ain't about that. You can tell by their voice. And if you meet them in person, they get their head knocked off, especially down here. South is totally different. I'm telling you, like you go to places like Dallas and them places, they don't play that mob shit. No, you're in the ground, bro. You up out of there. Especially down here in Georgia and Tennessee, because you don't see mafia down here. The only time to see them is probably New Orleans, Florida. You probably see Nevada and things. But here's the thing: they're doing restaurant. I do know that. I know a thing or two about that. I'll give you an example. There was a guy, I was in a barbecue place one time years ago. His name was KC Barbecue, but he got caught when the feds caught. He was money laundering his shit for cocaine. Great restaurant. He had real food. I tried those lamb ribs one time. It was some lamb ribs. Great, right? We've been in his restaurant a bunch of times. Me and my family, we was like favorite customers of his. And then all of a sudden, the deal probably done gone wrong, and he tried to hit the money, and then the feds try to raid him and try to tax him, right? That's what they do here in Georgia. If the feds raid your shit down here, they'll put you on Front Street on the news, especially in the paper and on TV. You up out of here with that. So they watching that. So Georgia don't care about that mob shit. They got that RICO Act ready. Oh, they got that racketeering racket ready. That's what it is. That's what RICO is. It's racketeering. I think enforcement something with the I forget the other two. I ain't gonna mention it. Y'all know what that is. Y'all can look that up. But that's what it is. And then when I saw that shit, I'm like, man, that's some crazy shit. But that's how they can get you if you're money laundering like that, especially here, because they look at everything here. And I had to think to myself, that was a front that he had. It's actually not a bad front. It was legit, but he had cocaine under his shit. Like I said, the food probably tastes good. Oh, we don't know that. I don't know that. All I know is he had a great menu, real restaurant, real food. But there was comedians that went there and supported him. Then it got shut down by the feds. They said enough is enough. Yeah, they fuck niggas though. The reason they split up, I'll tell you a secret. A lot of those niggas came out of the so-called conscious community. I'll tell you a secret. I heard they stories why they split, but a lot of these niggas are soft in real life. Like you could look back they old streams and they pre-records. Some of the people that challenged them were real dudes. They were real street dudes, but they never bragged about being street. They know they place. They knew they place. When I first came on, I knew my place when I came on the internet. I never talked about this shit. We was cool with it. But you got these weirdos, their followers believe that they're the niggas and they're not. It's certain niggas that you just don't approach to in person or online like that because they can do some harm to you. They don't brag about it. They got people that's looking at you sideways. The concept of the manosphere that I come up was when Willie Pete, Wacky, and Soul and Black, all those guys, and then a few other guys that had that concept understood what manhood was. It's just you got some of us came two parent, broken, whatever. We understood that, but complaining to women is a no-no because that right there, the so-called dating relationship bullshit conversation is dead. We already lost that, fellas. Like we allow ourselves to get caught up in that, and women's gonna win that all the time because they're gonna blame us for shit for anything. That's why I ignore them. I don't argue with them because it ain't gonna solve a damn thing. Because all they're gonna do is be narcissistic and be backwards, but they're programmed to be narcissistic. I'm gonna tell you about women. They're programmed to be narcissistic women because they're dangerous as the man. Well, the man is dangerous than the female because the female learn from dangerous behavior. So yeah, those splinter groups is what they are. They act so narcissistic all the time. That's why them niggas ain't gonna do shit. I understand the concept what you're saying, but them niggas ain't shit. I lost respect in them niggas this year and last year. I mean, last year I was going at certain ones, but this year it's just like it's dead, man. That's why I say fuck them niggas as a whole. Like I ain't in no group. And I think that's a good thing because I'm starting to see how fake this shit is. I'm just coming at everybody's heads this year. I'm gonna do that next year too, talk my shit and just be like, I'll do a vlog stream that's random, but it ain't gonna be what y'all think. And that's it. It's gonna be random, but it's gonna be something to talk about in a long time. So yeah, I record, I'm gonna pre-record, I'm gonna do my thing. But it's a lot of fuck niggas that's on the internet I just cannot stand, bro. They talk about the same old shit, but they ain't gonna do shit. But that's the whole point of me understanding what's going on. But you got niggas just cry about shit all the time. But then again, a lot of people, a lot of those dudes need help. Like Jordan Peterson said, yeah, you're for the so-called downtrodden males. But that doesn't really help y'all if y'all not fighting back without emotion. See, men fight without emotion. They just do it with the paperwork and this. They just don't argue with these women. Arguing with women ain't gonna solve nothing. They already know you weak if you do that. It's just that's my perspective. You don't have to agree. You can disagree and be respectful, but you know what I'm saying. But y'all don't have to agree with me. Y'all don't have to. That's the whole point of my channel. Like you can agree on me on some things, but you don't have to agree with me all the time. You can challenge me on it. You can do whatever. I'm just ain't gonna tolerate no disrespect for no weak nigga that just think he the shit. Try act all gang. No, I ain't with all that. Quit trying to act like you're a gangster. You ain't no gangster. You just a regular motherfucker. Cause a lot of you niggas think y'all gangsters on here, but y'all not. Y'all not built like that. I know people that be in that shit. That's how I look at it. I don't look at y'all the same as these niggas on the street. I treat them different. I treat y'all different because I can't take y'all serious like that. Because if I did, I'll be the hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? I don't take nobody serious on this internet shit. I really don't. You can ask anybody. I've always been this way. If you don't like it, deal with it, man. Like, move on. I ain't gonna argue with no nigga about no bullshit. That's the first thing I will not do. Yeah, we'll debate. Yeah, we have a small argument, but it's gonna be like a debate. But I'm not gonna argue with you about no bitch or anybody else. You niggas ain't built like that. Y'all be in a casket. Period. Ain't nobody fucking with y'all like that. Ain't nobody fucking with y'all like that. I'm gonna go on mute. Yeah, I had to listen to something real quick. But you know, it's just like you got people that's fake like that, man. I understand that people don't like my ass in general, but I'm okay with that because I learned this at what I was on this internet shit, and especially in these newer spaces. Like, I just can't fuck with them. Like, they try to act all tough on here, but they fake as hell in real life. Like, nobody respects them, and then you could tell the people that they know. And I asked about what they like in person, man. Like, I always ask offline, and I tried, and then in person, what do you think about these people? Because I know they ain't built like that. I ask people about that around that has a channel in person. I literally do that. If they ever ask me about mine, I say, yeah, that's what I do. That's what I talk about. But there's a lot of people that don't like my ass, and that's cool. They don't have to like me. They don't have to. I ain't trying to come here to be liked. And I was like this probably when I started my first channel. I did what I did, and it was different. I was doing the entertainment thing. It didn't work out because I chose another path because I was on that idolatry Christianity shit, and I cut that shit out in '09. I stopped fucking with weak motherfuckers, man. People say I don't have no friends. I've always had friends. I had friends back home. I just don't speak to them. Like, you have to understand, I moved on. I'm into other things. Like, they're from other ethnicities, but in saying that, my black friends, they moved on. They got families, man. I was the one that didn't choose no family life because I could have, but I chose not to. That's expensive. That you got to have the means to have children, especially with a woman or controlling a woman. You got to have means. I ain't got the means like that. I mean, I got the means, but not like the money means. Like, I ain't there yet. I ain't ready to settle down for nobody. Not at this point, not at this age. At this age, I am, but in reality, I'm not because I ain't got the financial shit. Because if I did, I'll have that by now. But I'm not even complaining about the financial shit because it is what it is. I'm trying to survive out here, period. And I'm trying to win on the survival shit. The money will come. Fuck all these other hoes that y'all complain about. They're used to anybody can fuck them for less than $1. They ain't worth a damn. They trust that they're valuable. No, they're not. They worse than $2, and they will be less than that if y'all get technical. Because these spaces, all they do is bitch and complain about the same hoes that they ain't getting. That's all it is. It's just like, if you really want to get technical, most of them ain't gonna do shit no way to them. And the reason I say that, a lot of these niggas is fake in general. Like they can talk all this bullshit, but they're all going, bro. I stopped fucking with a lot of people, and once I knew people was fake on this shit, I knew then the collaboration. I don't believe in that no more. I said what I said this year and last year. If niggas cross me, I'm done with you, and that's forever. And that's forever, and it will be forever until we ever be so called. It takes me a while. It's gonna take a minute. I don't still give you that arm's length and treat you like dog shit and talk bad about you, and that's it. And outside of that, I'll forget about you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You have to understand, like niggas don't want to hear what you gotta say. I don't gotta hear what y'all gotta say. Y'all gotta understand something. Like I stand on certain disrespects, and I live by what I say, man. You ask my parents, like they know I don't give a fuck about people on here, cause y'all fake, man. I understand fake shit. Just to be honest about you being fake, you ain't about that. Just don't talk about that gangster shit like that. That's offensive to me. And I ain't saying I'm a gangster, but don't talk that street shit to me. Y'all ain't built like that. I take that as fighting words. Like y'all niggas ain't built like that. Keep that gorilla comments to yourself. Like that gorilla talking is a no go, man. Y'all gotta chill the fuck out with that talking aggressive and shit. I ain't got time to hear that. Y'all niggas ain't built like that, man. Y'all the same niggas that want to complain about shit but ain't gonna do shit. I see y'all. I see right through y'all niggas, man. Y'all the same niggas that always want to complain. So I'm not trying to trip off of that. But you know that I don't trip off this shit. You have to understand about me. I really don't give a fuck about nobody but myself, and that's how I get down. Like I care for others if it's necessary, if it's important. But if you're not in my like so-called inner circle, no, I don't. I treat you like everybody else because they don't care about my ass. I don't care about them. I match and don't give two shits what people think. I really don't. And that's how you got to be, especially on this internet shit. You got to understand most of this shit, these people are fake as hell. They're not really about that business. They've been fake since the beginning of time and they ain't changed a damn bit. And I've noticed this when I got back doing content again in 2021 and I didn't say nothing. I stopped fucking with a lot of people. They just wanna get they shine off. Like, man, get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit, man. Like I already know what y'all on. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. That's just me. I mean, I don't know if y'all see that, but that's just me. Because I see this shit all the time, but I had to unhook my other microphone. That's like, I'm gonna put that to rest because I want to watch some other shit because I'm about to take a shower later because I know people ain't gonna come through and hit the link. That's cool because I do accept that if y'all want to challenge the shit. I just responded what Tampa said. Because I may do a stream on that. I'm gonna call it something else. I'm gonna refer back to Sunday Madness when I address a small preview where I'm gonna be. It's gonna be Venom, but you got a lot of niggas think they know everything. That's the ones I hate. I just have a issue with bitch ass niggas that thinking they tough on the internet. Like I've seen panels, I've been on panels that they think they're tough, and really, they're not. I don't take these dudes seriously, and I will never take them seriously. Most of these niggas deserve to be in a casket. Talk to the wrong ones, you will be in a casket, especially here. In GA, you can get shot down here a lot faster than you do where y'all from. It's too many goddamn transplants coming here and from foreign countries that will lay your ass out. I don't have to worry about nothing. Or up north, where y'all from up north, because y'all niggas ain't built like that. Y'all clowns to the other people. That's why we're so goddamn lost. And I was trying to preach the truth for my people for years with the book of remembrance of Yah, which I proudly serve. Most of you niggas deserve death. You deserve it because y'all get caught up in this JC shit. Shouts out to Hezekiah for that. But I left those spaces alone. Like the reason I don't talk about the truth shit like I do, I still do. I just don't do it on here because YouTube's on some bullshit. They don't want that to come out. I'll speak on it, what the situation is. I'll quote scriptures every now and then, but I don't do it all the time. Not on the live stream, no, because niggas is anti Heavenly Father. Because I already know what y'all on. Y'all programmed. And that's okay. It ain't for everybody. You got to want to change. That's the thing. And I stop begging people to change. That's the thing. That's the thing with me and everybody else. I'm not like everybody else. Okay? But that's just how I am. But shouts to the Mahogany. Yeah, you should always talk your shit, Mahogany. Just destroy these niggas. I've been doing this forever. I just realized that she's correct, but it's a lot of fake motherfuckers on the internet talk way more shit than I do. Because I don't be starting shit. I'll throw a shot and start shit. Yeah, I'll admit mine, but they won't admit theirs. That's how fake they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't fuck with y'all. And miscommunications. Don't tell me what happened between us. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say fuck every last nigga on here. I don't trust no nigga on here. I put my foot down. Like, ain't gonna be no collaboration. Ain't gonna be none of that shit. I'm still on their heads for that shit. But it is what it is. Like, most of these niggas is fake, bro. It's nothing to argue about. They understand how fake they are. And that's why I don't address fake motherfuckers. I throw shots at fake motherfuckers I have an issue with, yes, but I don't address them. I address them on my shit, not on they shit. Fuck they shit. They shit is weak. I wish they would, bro. Because they can go fuck themselves. I got whole channel links. If you want to address the issue, I got the screenshots to shut your bitch asses up. You can take this stream. You can share it, whoever. But you niggas is weak. That's all I'm saying. You got these so-called Deadskins, aka Commanders, going against the Giants. I hope the Giants whoop their asses, man. I don't even like the Giants or the Commanders, but my team just beat my dad's team, the Titans. Of course, the Eagles. That is just like I expected. Just like I expected. Because it was in Philadelphia. It's tough. It's tough to win in Philly. They tended Titans hung on. They had it was a good game. It was 7-7, but it was 35-10. Yeah, we beat them. Not as bad. It was just a normal beatdown. Like it is what it was. It's tough to win in Philly. It's tough to win in Philly because they're 11 I told you they're gonna be 75. They're gonna be 8-5 probably the next Sunday. Watch. Titans gonna be 8-5. Watch. They'll be in the playoffs. They got a good team. That's just one more game. Who they play? The Cowboys gonna beat the Texans. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The Giants are gonna give us hell. The Giants are gonna give us hell. How I know they're gonna give us hell? Because the Giants always, it's a rivalry game. They gonna give us hell. We'll still have a great record. But Giants give us hell. If we beat the Giants, that's some crazy shit. Now Tennessee will beat Jacksonville. You already know they're gonna be 8-5. I told y'all. It is what it's gonna be. But yeah, man, like them niggas is not even worth mentioning, man. Like people asking what happened to them. Them niggas is fake, bro. I told you I was the innovator of that group. I am a team player. It's just they ain't the team players. You know what I'm saying? They ain't coming after just one person. They said, fuck all you niggas. Y'all gotta understand something. I'm always hated on the internet. If I'm the right niggas honest and they can't find nothing on you, they always have an issue with you. And that's good. I don't give a fuck. They going for Senate majority. Yeah, the Georgia runner. Yeah, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it this Tuesday. Because most Republicans do not want to vote for Herschel Walker. That's gonna help Warnock anyway. That runoff is what it is. And that's just what it is. But you gotta understand, a lot of people get caught up on this so-called social media bullshit. I don't even call it social media or social network bullshit. It's because they get so brainwashed how the shit goes, especially on the internet. Like we know the internet is fake. If you say the internet is fake, I've been saying it's fake. It's just is there some real people on the internet? Yeah. Do real things? Yeah, you have a real outside. You can separate this shit. You don't have to talk shit on the internet. You don't have to. People make that choice to talk shit. I don't talk shit in the comments. I don't care. That's why I ain't responding in the comments. So shouts out to y'all that came through. But yeah, he said I'm trusted. Okay, that's cool. See, I ain't got no issue. But the issue is you got a lot of fake ones on the internet say they trustworthy. I ain't gonna mention no names. I already threw shots at them this year and somewhat of last year. I don't give a fuck. I said what the fuck I said and I moved on. What more do they want? Y'all just like the rest of these niggas on the internet. You're no different. What makes you fucking special? You ain't shit. Show me something, nigga. Show me something, nigga. That's all the fuck I cared about. Show me something. Show me, nigga. Show me. Y'all ain't doing shit. Show the fuck me. You're not gonna do shit. You're not gonna be shit. It's just what it is. Like, y'all just need to move the fuck on and sit y'all happy asses down. Because any nigga thinking they tough on here ain't really that tough, bro. I don't believe you. Y'all gotta show me something. Show me people y'all hang with. Y'all ain't built like that. Y'all don't talk about niggas like, and especially the mid Atlantic niggas think they tough. Nigga, y'all don't even talk about Wayne Perry. Stop it. Know y'all some bitch ass niggas. He had y'all shook like hoes in real life. See, anybody that don't talk about Wayne Perry and Al Poe ain't real. I don't like none of them niggas, but I'm just saying from a street perspective, you're not talking about no Wayne Perry. I done seen 2 documentaries about him, and he's remorseful for what he did. He did some foul shit. I'm not scrubbing him for what he did, but he did some foul shit to people. He killed some people, and he admitted it. And he said he was a monster out there. Now he's a Muslim now. That's what I've heard, and I've seen from that documentary, the other one. It's pretty interesting. But you got to understand, that dude's a real one. Yeah, they ain't gonna do it though. It's too realistic. What's going on, Absalom? Salute. He's too realistic, and they ain't gonna make a movie about Wayne or Frank Matthews. I'll tell you why. They beat the system. Well, Wayne didn't, but Frank did with the drugs. But Wayne is too much because he had no enemies, so they have to make up some, knowing how they gonna do. Now they may do that. I'm not gonna say the way in the 21st century movies go. They may do Wayne, but they'll never probably gonna do Frank. It's foul what they did, but they're not gonna do Frank because Frank beat the system. Yeah, he'll do it. Yeah, 50's from Queens anyway. He know about that shit. He know about that. I actually saw a documentary about E Money Bags and Preem. It's just shit how both of them. Well, one's dead by the person Preem. He's doing life for a lot of shit with that and a combination of other things. He's been in prison like multiple times, but the last one he's going for is that E Money Bags death. And he got his friend. A lot of people say he didn't get his friend Black killed. He got him killed because it was out of revenge. They shouldn't have been in that car. But but in New York, let's be fair to New York, is like I got some people that's from Queens and they tell you it is what it is. Like if you're ready to slide on somebody and disrespect, and I heard documentaries and people had their viewpoints, and shouts to the old boys that did those documentaries on them too. What's name Beyond something like that or somebody, and there's another person did one with Preem. They did a good job. And Queens is Queens. Yeah, they held it down for New York. All boroughs do, but Queens is maintaining y'all. I don't know how New York is still relevant in rap, but they still are. They don't get no respect, but everybody respect Harlem in the battle rap. I've given Bronx battle rap, Bronx, Brooklyn, and all that, but Queens got the whole hip hop thing sold up, thanks to Nas and a few other guys and the street dudes. But that's New York. That's the empire. It's not just boroughs. It's an empire. That I haven't been. If I ever go to New York, I want to see for myself how much of an empire it is. But it is what it is. I got some people up there, like in Brooklyn and Queens. That's about it. It ain't much. But when I saw that documentary of those boys, man, like I see why Preem was what he was. E Money Bags what he was in that area, and he did not like Jay-Z. I don't blame E Money Bags. I had to salute him for that. Yeah. Jay-Z he is suspect to me. I'm sorry. I just don't fuck with Jay like that. I never did. He's a good businessman. I give him that. But as a rapper, nah, I just can't. I listen to some of his old stuff, but his new stuff, I just can't. It just ain't me for me to say. But the younger generation like Jay Z, that's cool. You know, I had young cousins. If y'all like Jay Z, the Hove that y'all call him, I remember as Jigga. I don't know if y'all brothers know that. I remember back in the day they used to call him the Jigga Man instead of Hove. But we're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna leave Jay Z alone because yeah, LL and Run DMC. Yeah, you know, Queens in the house. Yeah, that's just how New York has this way of violence. They keep it to themselves. They do it. They just it ain't as Philadelphia violent. It ain't Baltimorean violent in the middle. No, New York has its own empire of violence. They move what the similar with the mob. The mob showed them niggas how to move without Luciano Charles, aka the original Salvatore, his real name. Them guys tell you, and Mike, they tell you they move out there like that. Them people in general move the way they move. Okay, it's influence. Do you have mobs in Pennsylvania? Absolutely, but they wasn't like New York mob. They just was buck wild. But in New York, they had balance. I'll say 50s and 60s, but the 40s and above, no, they was out there on the street going crazy, shooting. They had to tone that shit down. Thanks to Luciano, he had to clean them up a little bit because the older heads of the Sicilians, they kept fucking with them. I said, we don't do it that way. You got to do it our way. They got rid of them. I was like a revolution they had. Did the crime shit help? No. It just made their shit worse. New York bounced back, and then they had problems, and New York bounced back again because of the money. The crime is there for a reason. People just are drawn to bullshit. But when you take it out, it could be a police state. That state itself can have that police state culture. Same with DC and everybody else. But Wayne was the man in DC, drilling dudes. Before there was Wayne, there was other people. But Wayne came in there in the 80s, he took that over. You have to give that to WP. And the DC them boys, they did it. Yeah, but them niggas ain't talking about. They always talking about DC. Talk about Wayne Perry. They ain't gonna do that. They scared of Wayne Perry. Why? Because he's a real street dude. He bullies people, and niggas don't like that. Yeah, Baltimore has they killers too, but not to the level as Wayne Perry. They respect Wayne Perry. They know Wayne crazy. Wayne don't give a fuck about no nigga in Maryland like that. He's on the line, in the line. See, that's sad. I'm throwing shots at certain niggas that y'all know who I'm talking about, but I ain't gonna mention their names. They ain't gonna get no play over here. I'm talking bad about you niggas. Do we got some crazy niggas inside? Absolutely. Brian Nichols is probably the craziest one in this state that I reside in right now. That's it. Outside of that, it ain't that much. I mean, you can look them up. There's some crazy niggas in the South. Yeah, they just crazy. Some of them are structured, some are unstructured. They admit it. They just didn't give a fuck. But they got guns anyway. That's what they'll say about the South. Oh, you niggas got guns. Y'all got it easy. Yeah, it was easy, and then it's hard because police can shoot us in the head, and that's it. That's how we get down. But you gotta understand, that's the world we live in. So drill music's no different, no matter where you're from. But in Dallas, even the mafia tell you they can't control Dallas, Texas. Like my man, what's his name, Cottonmouth was saying. He's right. I've never seen a mafia man rule Dallas like that. No. They tried blaming on that Carlos Marcello. I saw a documentary and they said he had something to do with Kennedy. And you know what the documentary said? That was false. They said that was false and the Oswald was false. They said it's a conspiracy to this day, the way Kennedy died like that. And then I'm going to go back to a YouTube video I saw where Jordan Maxwell said, he's right. They just stood there and let it happen. He said, this is a white man's country. That's what he said in that little, and someone asked him about that death with Kennedy. And he had to shut that old boy up, and he was trying to expose that secret society. He said, he said, look here. Nobody went to jail. Nobody went to jail. He was explaining about the difference between the white man and Barack Obama. I think he mentioned that. You can type in George Mason. He broke that down. When they killed Kennedy, he said nobody went to jail. He said they are for real. He was talking about them Jesuits, I believe. If you type into that, yeah, y'all need to see that clip that he said. He said, "This is a white man's country. They'll kill anything to keep it the way it is." And he's right. That's how they think. Same with rap and everything else. They use niggas to do it, but they keep it that way. So I got to get our own shit and combat this shit, and then get righteous with the Heavenly Father, and you be all right. But a lot of niggas get caught up on some bullshit, and there you are. But be on panels and complain about women all day. Y'all got to understand. Stop the bullshit, bro. You niggas need to stop, man. Like, I know niggas don't like my ass, but that's cool, and I'm okay with that. Just say it and then move on. Girl, if you 8 years with him, where's the baby at? He gonna leave your ass and fuck somebody else. Man, she could be taken any day. He don't want that. She tied with the Giants. Yeah, she a Commanders fan. Girl, they gonna lose. Giants gonna bust their head wide open. They gonna bust their head wide open and they gonna be looking stupid. Oh my God. I ain't used this mic in a minute. I'm using a what's it, the Audio Technica 2100X. I was using this my go-to by 240. I used my 240 today. I sound boxy. It's talking about shit. And I'm just telling y'all, man, like I got mics, but I'm my own microphone. I could sound crazy without the microphone. I show you that outside. Speaking about microphones and shit, at least I use my shit for what it's supposed to be used. I don't have to have no fancy equipment to do it. No, you can do a live stream with decent microphones that cost less than $400. Y'all can ask me anything. It's that simple. Like, I look at tech channels. I look at real tech channels, not these that are following tech channels. I listen to real tech channels. The ones I still follow, they good information, but they have problems. You know what they tell me? They don't get views for getting gear and stuff. People are not interested in it. You just sell them some shit. Like I said, they have other races have problems selling the microphones on YouTube because the reason being people done seen it already from Twitch, YouTube. Most people don't deal with gear, and I respect that. He has to understand. I think Kuda said this why people don't deal with gear. It ain't a nigga thing. It's a YouTube problem. That's not a nigga problem. I try to tell his ass that this is a YouTube problem. The people that hate microphones is your average YouTuber. It's not a nigga problem. It's a YouTube problem. It's a YouTube problem. Because when people talk about podcasts, they think about these microphones. But it's more than just not having a microphone. They try to say that's a podcast. No, you just live streaming, just talking shit to a person without a microphone. But a microphone, it has its pros. It cuts out the sound of the background. You have headsets. You're talking into the person. But most people don't like that. They think podcast is a small setting and then recording. Well, you could podcast and live stream, hear them live, and start talking to the person live. It's like being on TV. That's the thing, you know what I'm saying? But most people don't understand radio. They're putting you on TV. Most people don't like microphones. It's just simple. They hate the sound of their own voice, and that's true. I did it first, and then I got used to it, and I started hearing myself on the playback. I sound okay. Depends on what mic you use, understand technique, coloration, all that other stuff, interfaces, and all that shit. It's just like another enhancement of your content. But 9 out of 10, you can't make everybody get one. I chose to get one because I want to be different and see what it's like. And to come to find out, I'm happy what I got. I didn't have to go extreme doing content. No, I did less. I have a bunch of handhelds sitting around and one that's like a pod style podcast mic that I just talked in for like an hour, but 2 hours, but like almost another hour with a handheld. An hour with the boxy one in my hand right now. Same brand, Costs $100, and the other one costs $100. Same brand too. It's handheld with a switch, and I'm good. But I've been using this one lately. This has been sitting. Now I'm using it. I've been using my other ones. See? But I'm really recording. I got other microphones to stay on the stand. I know the difference between different styles of mics, like dynamic and condenser. I understand that, what their uses are for. But, I don't talk about mics no more because people are sensitive. They're just like the average YouTuber. That ain't a nigga problem. That's a YouTube problem. Because when I go to the other communities that talks about stuff like this, they get the same thing. They hate doing it. YouTube is not for everybody. It's for certain people. Like I said, I ain't trying to get fame for this. I just love doing content. That's just me. But everybody else is doing it for the wrong reason. They just out there just going crazy and be like, oh my God, I'm doing this for the right reason. You're doing it for the wrong reason, sir. Everybody's on here for a different purpose. I am too. Select few of my people get this message and get the fuck up out of this shit. Get them ready for what's happening in the future, and then save these as you can. Whatever happens to this website, just save as much as you can. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But yeah, appreciate y'all coming through, man. Like, I know it's a short notice. It's been 2 hours, 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock. I know it's speeding up, but shouts out to everybody. Shouts out to, who's this? Yeah, y'all subscribe to APTV, Absalom PMT. Y'all subscribe to him. And shouts to the Arab Black. Black man is fair. Okay. Shouts out to you, man. Appreciate you for stopping by. Who else came through? Tampa, appreciate you as always supporting. But yeah, shouts out to those brothers, man. But shouts to everybody's in the clouds, whatever. I talked about various things in the beginning. I talked about the documentaries I done seen. Probably talked about what was going on in sports, not much. College football a little bit. And then I talked about the bullshit that I see on people on panels that they always argue and complain about ain't changed a damn bit. And shouts out to people that exposing them. It is what it is. But, that's what I've been predicting this year, and it's a wild year, and it's going to be a wild year to the end. And next year is going to be definitely wild because I ain't going to be on here as much. So y'all better get used to recording. I'll live stream, but I ain't going to live stream all the time. I'm going to live stream once, and I'll get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I may keep the Thursday thrill streams where it is, but the rest of the days, I'm just going to just fall back. You know what I mean? I'll drop a recording Wednesday and do it at night and speak my mind and just do that. Yeah, I'm going to say, so with that, I'm going to say peace and shalom, and I'm out. Until next time, I'm out.